In this racing preview, we're previewing Tipping Classic Day on Saturday at Sandown. Now, for regular viewers, I unexpanded put in my teeth last night, so I might sound a bit different, but it's about the racing that matters, not my expand. Now, let's get on with it. Race 1's the listed Merson Cooper over the 1,000 metres. Brazen Boy's at $2.40. Forbes is at $2.80. Both well found in the market and their first starters. Anamoe for James Cummings is at $5.50. The rest are at double figures. The Art of Flying, who's had the race experience, is at $11. Over the page, they're all at double figures, not much doing. The replay we're having a look here is Brazen Boy's jump out win at Morpheville Parks. It won this jump out by 14 lengths. Can you believe it? Now, this was a good 4. It was over 850 metres. It ran 46.73. Now, if people don't follow times or know how times work, that's basically a world record. This is a world record, this jump out. Now, I know jump outs aren't as good of a guide as normal races to how they'll go on the day, but off this jump out, I don't see anything beating it, Brazen Boy. But it is a first starter, so I can't be too confident. Forbes has jumped out well. I don't think that it deserves to be that close in the market. Anamoe's got the race experience. I'm not confident at all, but Brazen Boy, bit of a wide barrier. Race 2 is the listed Twilight Glow over the 1,400 metres. La Mexicana is the favourite at $2.60. Hindum's coming for some market support at $5.50. Highly Discreet at $6. Star of Humma at $6.50. Over the page, $10 for Way to Go Paula. But the first replay we're having a look at is La Mexicana's recent run at Moonee Valley on Cox Plate Day in the Crockett Stakes. Ended up winning this race, just beating Twain's Express. Twain's Express ran last out of this race, and Maha finished 4th behind Written Beauty. I thought this was a good effort from La Mexicana. Now, it's going to be a good track on the weekend. Its best form's been on a wet track. Step up to 1,400 metres is my only query, but it's not too much of a query. I think it should handle the 1,400 metres, but it's always a query when they haven't done it yet. And the next replay is the race on Melbourne Cup Day, and that's Twain's Express right there, but there's a couple to go out of this race. Way to Go Paula is actually in the red. You couldn't see it when it was played. I like Violinist out of this run. It had no luck and would have gone close to winning if it had even luck. Ripper Rita was solid. Way to Go Paula had mixed luck and was pretty good as well. But it's a very tough race, this one. Race 2, the Twilight Glow. I'm not putting La Mexicana on top, and Violinist, Highly Discreet, will get back in gate 1, not sure. Way to Go Paula, if it has even luck, will be running on the strategy. A win on La Mexicana, so you're not losing on the race. Each way on Violinist, just in case a blowout happens. Race 3 is the Group 3, Kevin Heffernan over the 1,300 metres. Kemalpasa is the favourite at $2.70, ahead of Blazejowski at $4.60. $5 for Wild Vixen, $6 for Order of Command, $11 for Streets of Avalon. And nothing much happening over the page. But this is the race we're looking at. It's the Linlith Go on Derby Day. Kemalpasa, Blazejowski, and Order of Command are the main ones I want to look at. Kemalpasa ended up winning this race by a length. I'm with Blazejowski on the weekend. I think Blazejowski will be better suited back around the bend. Second up will be fitter. Up in distance suits. Gate 6 perfect. John McNeil knows this horse. It knows its way around Sandown. So I think Blazejowski can topple over Kemalpasa, who's a short price favourite. Order of Command can win. Wild Vixen will need some luck from gate 2. I think Blazejowski is a really good price, and the strategy is a win on Blazejowski for Greg Hero. Race 4 is the listed Doveton Stakes over the 1,000 metres. Humma Humma's at $5, and Shimano's also at $5, $6.50 for Tavisan, $9.50 for Coruscate. Over the page is the favourite, Express Pass at $4.50, Human Nature at $8. But this is the race we're looking at, the Alini Stakes at Caulfield 4 weeks ago. Humma Humma and Prophet's Thumb came out of this race. I like Humma Humma on the weekend. It just got held up for a run here. It didn't come on all that much, but I think this was on a soft 6 track, and it's much better suited onto a good track. Sandown is 1 for 1. 1,000 metres is 3 from 4. Gate 3, ideally placed. Jamie Mott and John McCarter are a good combination. I think it'll be going well. The next one we're having a look at is the 955 second challenge. It was an 84 race, and Tony Nicconi and Human Nature come out of this. I like Tony Nicconi at a price on the weekend. This was first up, and it was carrying 62 kilos. On the weekend it carries 56. 6 kilo weight drop, and from that gate can be closer to the speed, and I think it's way over the odds at $27. So a win on Humma Humma, a win on Express Pass, who's got some good form, and each one Tony Nicconi. But they're all very good prices, these three, and I think they're way ahead of the fourth pick, which is Tavisan. Race 5 is Group 3 Sandown Stakes over the 1500 metres. Kenya's the $2.45 favourite, ahead of Buffalo River up the top at $3, $4.20 for Junipal, $13 for Galaxy Raider, $11 for Iconoclasm. But the first lead-up race is the Turak Handicap, which was 5 weeks ago. Junipal and Buffalo River come out of this race. Buffalo River was obviously better than Junipal on the day, but Junipal had mixed luck and probably should have finished closer. Now, this was a good 3, which Buffalo River isn't suited to, but it's probably going to be a good track on the weekend as well, so Buffalo River's still a query. Junipal, I like the nice freshen up for Junipal. Gate 6 will get an ideal run, and I think it should have gone close here. And the second replay we're looking at is the favourite, Kenya. This is it winning the Peninsula Cup, second up off an 88-week spell for Anthony Friedman. 2 Australia starts. The first one was a 3-length loss behind Vacillator, which was pretty disappointing. Come back first up this preparation and smash them like this. It was stopping on the line, 62 kilos, and dropping down from that is good. But I think Junipal and Kenya and Buffalo River are the main ones. I can hardly split them. Iconoclasm's 3 from 3 at 1500 metres, but the strategy is not confident at all. Race 6 is the Group 2 Sandown Guineas over the 1600 metres, $1.75 for Aysar, $9 for Horrifying, $13 for Allibor, but over the page there's a short-priced horse in Sweet Reply at $3.60. The first replay we're having a look at is the Carbide Club Stakes on Derby Day. Aysar and Horrifying come out of this. Aysar started a short price favourite on this day, and the market gravitated towards Crosshaven, the stablemate. I thought this was a solid run. Might have just peaked on its run off that tough run in the Guineas. But it comes here in great order. Gate 1 considers close as it wants, and is the top rated with 105. The next highest rated horse is at 65. Well weighted. The next horse we're having a look at is Sweet Reply. This was its replay on Cup Day, and you can see it has absolutely no luck and should have won this race quite comfortably. Damien Oliver 6 with it, which is good. Gate 7 is pretty good if it can slot in. And I think if it replicates this performance, it should have a good chance, Sweet Reply, against Aysar. But the picks, Aysar is on top ahead of Sweet Reply, way ahead of Horrifying Allibor. I think Aysar's a bit too short in the market. Aysar and Sweet Reply definitely deserve to be the top 2 in the market by far, though, but Aysar on top ahead of Sweet Reply. Race 7 is the listed Sandown Cup over the 3200 metres. Sin to win is at $3.90, head of Carif at $4, $4.80 for Miami Bound, $6.50 for Etah James coming off that Melbourne Cup run. Nothing much doing over the page. Now, the first replay we're having a look at is Carif's replay in the Hotham. This was a solid race. You can see it gets held up and is actually unlucky not to go close. When it did get out, it couldn't wind up fast enough and definitely would have kept going. I originally had this horse on top in this race coming up on the weekend, but just 3,200 metres is the slight query for me, and gate 11, but Jamie Carr knows what she's doing. Now, this was the benchmark 96 over the 2,800 metres on Melbourne Cup Day, and Sin to win, it was his first win in 898 days, and this was a really good win as well. I have Sin to win on top. I just think it will appreciate the 3,200 metres. Gate 2 will be closer than last time, so it doesn't have to make as much ground. And Luke Curry goes on, which fills me with a bit of confidence. And I think it's found its form again. Sin to win and Carif both wins. I think they're pretty good prices. Sweet Thomas can run out 3,200 metres and has a class on its side. Etah James ran in the Melbourne Cup. If it's fit, it'll be going close. Race 8 is the Group 2 Zipping Classic over the 2400 metres. Avilius is at $3.80. Sound is at $4.40. Future Score at $5. Lord Belvedere at $6. Princess Jenny over the page is at $9. But this is the first replay we're having a look at, and it is Avilius' replay from the Caulfield Cup. Now, it was unlucky not to finish closer to Very Elegant and Anthony Van Dyke on this occasion. This was on a soft track, which it appreciates. Probably appreciates wet tracks more than good tracks. This is its right distance range to 2400 metres. It ran in the Melbourne Cup after this race and didn't handle it at all. It got too far back, which was one thing, and it was on a good track, which was another thing. And I don't think it likes the 3200 metres, so forgiving of Avilius, and I think it can go close on the weekend with Ollie going on. This was the Hotham Stakes, and this was Sound. Now, I had Sound on this day and was absolutely devastated when it didn't win, because it deserved to win and it should have won. And Jamie Carr sticks with it. I've gone against it on the weekend, but it's been unlucky not to win a race this preparation and should definitely be winning one soon. I've put Avilius on top of Sound. Future Score and Lord Belvedere are the other two chances, but I'm not confident. I think Future Score can win. Lord Belvedere could even step out and win. So the strategy is not confident. Race 9 is the Group 3 Eclipse Stakes over the 1800 metres. Homesman's at $3.90 ahead of All Too Huiying and Goldfields at $6.50. Sociobon's at $8.50 over the page, $7.50 for Power Scheme, $8.50 for West Wind. But this is the replay we're looking at of Goldfields, Pacadali, Sociobon and Homesman. Out of this race, I want to be following Goldfields. Goldfields was second up on this occasion. We'll definitely take improvement out of this run and finish off this race really strongly. Homesman didn't handle the good track. Pacadali and Sociobon were just even. But Goldfields won a race on this day last year. I think it can replicate that, and it's got a big chance with Ben Allen on board, who's in great riding form. $6.50 is a good price. Homesman can turn the tables on it, though. All Too Huiying's been winning some good races on a good tracks like Query. Sociobon's a class horse, but a win on Goldfields is the strategy. I think it's a good price. Race 10 is the Group 3 Summon Stakes over the 1500 metres. Miss Soul Mantra is at $4.20. Tricky Yell's at $4.80. $9.50 for Akari. $10 for Mrs. Beckham. And over the page, nothing else happening apart from Game of Thorns at $8. Now we're taking a look at the Empire Rose here. And the horse we're highlighting is Miss Soul Mantra. Only finished one length behind Shout the Bar on this occasion. Shiloh has come out of this race and run in Group 1, and I think it ran okay. Miss Soul Mantra, now, it doesn't win often, but it's consistent. It's very consistent. 1500 metres is its go. Dropping back 100 metres will suit it off this run, and I think if it presses the trigger early, it would definitely be running over the top of them. The other one we're looking at is Game of Thorns. Now, Game of Thorns is a great chance on the weekend, in my opinion, from Gate 3 and Damien Oliver. This was in the English Bracelet won by Rocker Clock. And it was his first race in Victoria, I think. And it got smashed by Rocker Clock just over the concluding stages. And didn't fall over and kept running. So that's pretty good. Miss Soul Mantra and Game of Thorns are the two key ones. Don't leave out Tricky Gal and Has to Be Good. They're both really good chances. But Miss Soul Mantra and Game of Thorns are the two big winners, in my opinion. So that's my previous Zipping Classic day. Review of Supercoach. Jazz Star for Nathan last. Jared 6th. Maddie 5th. Anthony, which is my father, in 4th. And I managed to beat him by 5 points, which is good. Tom finished in 2nd, which means that Dean finished in 1st. Well done, Dean. You deserve a little clap. Good on you. I'm quite happy with how the league worked out. Our league ranked 504th of the 4,000 leagues in there, so that's pretty good.